This David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And it's the Kodiak's kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And they've been stacking up dubs because of their running back. Like, they don't make any bones about it. They're going to hand him the football. They're going to try to make him get the football in as many ways. They'll be a little bit creative, but it's his touches. It's his ability to make people miss. It's his ability to hit home runs that makes this whole thing go, Palmer. Like, he is key 1, 2, and 3 for this offense.
Yeah, and we were talking to the other team's D coordinator coming into this one. He was like, honestly, we thought this guy was going to be good coming into the year. We didn't expect him to be this good, though. And I think watching the film really got the attention.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. It'll be the Kodiak's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Powers. Under fire. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Kodiaks have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And it's the Kodiaks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff for Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Slings it downfield. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Kodiaks. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And we highlighted the quarterback early, and he delivers early. How about that, man? The first drive of the football game, they go right down the field, and it's his arm that delivers. When they needed it, finding a way to fit the ball into the receiver to get this game started off on the right foot.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Under fire. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Brown will throw it. The sure hands, it's Scott. To the this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that wide receiver screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Kodiaks will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a second and long. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And it's the Kodiaks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Kodiaks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Powers. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his... There he goes. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Throwing right. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Running inside. It's Scott.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Brown will throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Makes the grab. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down, and a decision coming right now.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, fourth and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Push ahead on the sneak. The sneak scores it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Powers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And it's the Kodiaks will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Powers. Extending the play. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Powers. Here's the pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Kodiaks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Snags it, and he's open. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here comes the heat.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll give to Frazier. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And it's the Kodiaks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On 1st down from their own 22. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Scott. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Collins. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10. Makes the grab and room to run. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Powers. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Made a defender miss. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kodiaks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. And here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Mitchell. Finding some room. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Powers. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Scott. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw, it's Powers. He's taking a deep shot. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Kodiaks will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll take the deep shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to